Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rolex Daytona. This one has been around for quite a bit, since at least the late 2010s. This one, the reference number 116505, with specifically the black and pink dial with index hour marks. Again, the reference number 116505. These all come with the Oyster Bracelet as well, all rose gold, or in Rolex's case, ever rose gold. I'll be going into what that means in a moment. So I'll be going over the case, the bezel, the dial, the crown functions, the pushers, as well as the movement and the bracelet. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off with the case, you have 40 millimeters from finger to thumb. That's the distance between the 2 and 8 o'clock positions, same as what you get from the 10 and 4 o'clock positions, just minus the chronograph pushers, of course. You have a full high polish along the entire casing itself, made entirely out of ever rose gold, which is Rolex's own proprietary blend of oyster steel mixed with rose gold. So that basically it maintains its super high luster and high polish when it is high polished, and also maintains a super strong sense of integrity. So basically it will keep its form very, very well. And also the name Ever Rose is given here because Rolex boasts that their rose gold basically lasts forever, or basically way longer than any other rose gold on the market, because other rose golds tend to lose their color over time through the other minerals in the gold just sort of corroding just very, very slowly over time, so you eventually lose that rose coloration. Not so much here, well, probably never here, and I've seen it myself. Old models basically always look the same. They always keep their color, hence the name Ever Rose Gold. Get the same material on the tachometric bezel here, with the tachometric scale all basically with a lacquer finish on there, so that you can read it very, very easily, provided that you do have light. Measures the units per hour, however fast you happen to be traveling between two reference points, and so forth. How many units you churn out per hour based on how long you keep that chronograph hand running per minute. And speaking of which, we can take a look at the chronograph functions here. In order to use them, you must unwind and loosen the pushers themselves. This actually helps maintain the water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. Press the top pusher to get that center-mounted chronograph hand moving, and press the bottom one to reset it after stopping. Only after stopping. You can't do anything with it right now because, well, it's engaged. And basically that center-mounted chronograph hand can act as a large center seconds hand if you so desire. You do have a small seconds at the 6 o'clock, which is perfectly fine. Once it passes the 12 o'clock, the subdial for the 30 minutes at the 3 o'clock will tick up once. So it's a singular uptick each time. It's not a slow, gradual increase. Same with the 12-hour subdial at the 9 o'clock. The subdials themselves are all the sort of pink portion of the pink dial here. Probably one of two remaining dials from in the current Rolex collection as of 2022 at least, that still maintain this pink coloration. The rosé dial, I believe, was superseded by the Sundust version, which has the diamond baguettes, all Sundust in its coloration. So if you wanted the rosé version, you're going to have to get a pre-owned one. We can still get one for you here at Jazz Time, or you can just check our listings. I believe we have one for sale right now. But anyway, this one, the black dial with the pink sub counters, I feel is sort of like an essential part of any Daytona collector's collection, especially if you're into the rose gold models here, because the overall compositional look of the dial does make it quite timeless. It's very easy to see those pink sub counters, and the fact that they've kept it in their catalog for so long and not discontinued it and changed it, superseded it with something else, really tells something. If you turn out the lights here, the added benefit of the index hour mark version here is that you do have the luminescence from the Chromalight, Rolex's own proprietary luminescence. It gives it a blue tint and it's super long lasting, so in any lighting situation you'll be able to read the time nice and easy. Turning the lights back on here, the only other, like the closest version to this dial would probably, well, it's sort of split either way. You could get the diamond hour mark version, but you do lose a lot of that rosé color, that pink subdial color. Instead, you'll get it in the little hash marks around the edges of the dials, the subdials themselves, but not in the center. Those will be filled in with black. The other version will be the white or even chocolate index dials here. They're basically about the same price as this one. Obviously, the diamond hour marks will cost a little bit more. But I digress. Taking a look here at the functionality of this watch, simply unwind the watch at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind it at the base position. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, let me actually stop the chronograph hand here. Reset it. Alright, and you can see that it starts and stops nice and crisply. And we can screw back in these pushers just to keep that water resistance. Alright, so at the base position, this allows you to wind the watch for the winding crown. About 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. And once you start feeling a resistance and damping starting to ramp up, that's when you can stop, because you've reached the full power reserve. Pull it out to the next and only other position. It stops at small seconds hand, so you can actually set the time nice and precise. You do have the minute and seconds depicted at the very edge of the dial, so it's actually very easy to set the time here. Just simply set it with reference to that small seconds hand, or if you wanted to, set it with reference to that large chronograph hand. And once you have it all set, you can actually press the chronograph hand right now. It won't move because you do have the seconds hacked. But once you have it set up to a reference time, just simply press the crown back in. Starts up both the seconds hand and that center mounted chronograph hand. And you can actually keep the chronograph hand running because of the clutch system in the movement. It allows you to basically keep it running without any damage, any excess damage or wear on the movement. It'll just keep running nice and clean throughout its entire lifetime. So what makes this work on the inside? Let me pull out my notes here. The caliber 4130 from Rolex, made in-house. You can't see it through the case back, but you do have that added gold contents worth on the back there, so you can definitely feel it when it's on the wrist, and you get that extra bit of protection there. Features the precision of plus or minus 2 seconds per day time differential after casing, so that you get the superlative chronometer certification as printed on this and every Rolex dial. This one above the 12, just under the 12 o'clock with the Rolex crown, and above the center there. You also have the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the small seconds hand at the 6 o'clock, chronograph hand, the center mounted one accurate within 1/8 of a second, the 30-minute counter at the 3 o'clock, and the 12-hour counter at the 9 o'clock. You also have the stop seconds for precise time setting for both the seconds and the chronograph hand. All of those features I just demonstrated using the winding crown as well as the chronograph pushers. The winding also occurs automatically through a bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor center mounted on the inside of the watch. So basically you just wind it, put it on your wrist, and the natural movements of your wrist keep that watch wound nice and full. The oscillator on the inside also features a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring. Doesn't feature the shock absorbers because, well, this is a gold watch. You don't really take this for sporting events unless you really wanted to damage it, or maybe you're just flexing. Either way, the parachrome hairspring allows you to keep this on your wrist around circuitry and potentially electromagnetic devices, so that you won't affect the timekeeping ability of the watch on the inside. Power reserve for this watch about 72 hours, so you can set it down Friday evening, pick it back up Monday morning. No need to wind the watch. Just wear it on your wrist all day Monday, and you're good to go. While I'm zoomed out here, you can also see that we do have the Oyster Bracelet, flat 3-piece links across, center links being high polish, the outer links satin brush finish with a nice high polish on their flanks. You also have the safety clasp here. The Rolex safety clasp, simply lift from the bottom of the safety to open the safety, and open from the top to unhook the clasp itself. You have the full Rolex logo stamped on the inside with the hallmarks as well, showing you the full rose gold or ever rose gold construction on the inside. The added benefit to the Oyster folding clasp here is that you do have the Easy Link 5mm extension. So if you have this watch sized perfectly to your wrist, you'll definitely feel those times when your wrist swells a little bit. Imperceptible to other people, but you will certainly feel it. Just simply reach underneath here, pull it straight out. There you go, another half Oyster link, nice and ready to go. No need to take your watch off and shove it in your pocket. You can continue wearing it all day. And when you no longer need it, you can just simply fold it back in on itself, press it back into the clasp, and it clips in very nicely. While I'm here, I can also try it on my wrist, show you how it wears on a 7-inch wrist. All right, so keep in mind this is a 40mm watch, so it is a little bit big for me, for my taste. I do still get a little bit of that integrated bracelet from the 12 and 6 o'clock sides. It's not as much as I would personally like, but when it comes to the Daytona, it's an iconic piece, so you can't really make it any smaller. It wouldn't really make sense to make it any bigger either. 40mm, I believe, is sort of the perfect size for Daytona specifically. And looking down the wrist here, fits quite nice on mine. Flat or round wrist still fits very nicely. It's sort of also considered a unisex watch, actually, because of how many links you can actually remove, and you can like fit it on pretty much any size wrist. It is an iconic watch, by the way. Well, it's a Daytona. Anyway, the Oyster links here, basically zero tolerance among them, so you can basically wear this all day, every day. No need to worry about pinching or pulling hairs out of your wrist, and it vents the wrist very nicely. So you can wear this every day, all day, every day, without having a sweatband around your wrist all the time. All right, now taking one last look here, straight on, face on, at the watch face itself. It's actually very, very easy to read with those index hour marks. All the 18 karat gold, ever rose gold index hour marks give it a little bit of extra splash of color, in addition to the pink subdials themselves, giving you a very good sense of contrast while still fitting in with the overall ever rose gold color scheme here. Black and gold, can't go wrong with that. But enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Daytona 116505. This one's been around for quite a long time, still on the Rolex catalog, so I believe it's sort of an essential piece to any Daytona collector's collection. And if you don't think so, let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe as well, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. As always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below to get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.